Morning, guys. This is day 71. Day 71, I believe. 10 miles a day for a year. And today looks a little bit different. Like I've mentioned in the last couple of videos, we're going to Chicago tomorrow morning. Originally, we were going to take the California Zephyr passenger train out, which actually passes right through Lincoln, from Lincoln to Chicago. But we've been looking at the train schedules, and they've been hyper delayed all week, up to 10 hours in some instances. So we got a little nervous, and about that. So I went ahead and canceled the passenger train tickets via computer yesterday. Got most of my money back, refund-wise. And we're just going to take my car out there. We're going to just drive the old Subaru out there. I've got a Subaru Crosstrek 2021 Subaru Crosstrek. So it's a pretty comfy ride, great vehicle. It's paid off, all the good stuff, got insurance. So we're just going to take it out there. We're going to find an airport parking lot, park it there, take probably an Uber from there into the city where our hotel's at, not too far from the Navy Pier. And yeah, it's going to be good stuff. Very excited for that. But in all my old age wisdom, I decided to take an extra half day off of work today. And at the end of yesterday, all my coworkers were like, hey, have a great weekend trip. We'll see you next week. And I got all my project work wrapped up. So, you know what? I decided just not to go into the office this morning. No one was expecting me to. And I'm taking the extra time to have a slow morning. I slept until 8:30, which felt amazing. And I got up out of bed just before 9 and made a little cup of coffee here in my Lincoln Mill mug. Fantastic coffee. Fantastic chill coffee spots here in Lincoln, Nebraska. So if you ever find yourself looking for a good cup of coffee and just a chill vibe, honestly, any of the Mill locations are fantastic. The most quiet one, I would say, is the one over on Innovation Campus, which would be, what is that, just northeast of downtown, northeast of the downtown UNL campus. They're open normal hours, but people just don't go out there very much for coffee. That location also has a bar, I believe, so you can get yourself some pours of whiskey. Same with the one that is kind of just southeast of downtown. And the name, I'm kind of blanking on the name right now. I mean, it's the Mill, but the proper location, it's just off of K Street. That turns into a normal boulevard by the baseball fields over there. Anyway, it might come back to me later. So I'm having a chill morning, and I just wanted to capture some of the vibes, honestly. It's my favorite time of day in this beautiful place. Huge windows, natural light. It has made most of my videos now. Yeah. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you. I'm doing kind of a slow roll introduction and just trying to share a little bit more about my life with you. And if you that I'm speaking to is me in the future, hello. I can't believe you're watching this over again. But that was kind of the whole point of this whole series. So, or maybe it's my future kids or my future wife, Allison. Who knows? Yeah, feeling pretty good. I love slow mornings like this. I've gotten much better over the last 4 or 5 years of sitting with myself in quiet, as silly as that sounds. It's a really difficult thing to do. Sitting with yourself in quiet. Because that's when all of the things in the mind start to kick back up. All the fears, the doubts, the worries, the insecurities, the scary who am I questions, the questions of existence. It's when the existential dread starts to kick in for a lot of people. That's why a lot of people drink. That's why a lot of people smoke weeds. Why a lot of people find whatever it is they escape to, because they can't really handle the questions or the voices that kind of come out of the wood grain when they find themselves in sort of unsolicited moments of quiet alone. So I made it kind of a purpose of mine to seek those moments out. 4 or 5 years ago, I quit drinking. So I just broke 5 years of drinking this last October. So I've been completely free of alcohol, completely free of any sort of drugs, and thriving. Honestly, it hasn't been easy, but it's been super fun, super worth it, and I've along the way inspired multiple friends, including my own dad, to quit drinking. He just quit December 25th, I believe, of this last year, so Christmas Day, and he's working on his third month of being alcohol free, which is massive, massive. I've seen a huge change in who he is, how he engages with my mom, how he's engaged with my family, and just starting to go through the journey of change that I experienced in my life is so much better because of it. So yeah, if you're struggling with anything, whether it's alcohol, whether it's just putting off and procrastinating life changes you want to make, that's kind of a huge part of this reason of making this channel too, is just inspiring others to make change and connecting with others in life, and just generally acknowledging that life is not easy and being a human is not easy. Definitely not easy. No matter where you're from, no matter who you are, no matter your relative circumstances, everyone deals with problems big and small in their own ways and within their own communities. So seek community, seek help, seek love, seek connection with others, and just trust and believe in yourself that you can change. And life is good, and just approach others in life with the idea that, you know, that first and foremost, they are of goodwill and good nature, and you will receive what you put out into the world. So yeah, whether that for you is inspired by a faith, a religion, a God, or it's just a sort of internal notion and feeling of goodness and grounded ethics that you want to pursue in life, I think in many ways it all gets you to the same place. And ultimately, it isn't a place we're trying to get to. It's just a general enjoyment of the process of growing and just becoming new and challenging yourself to grow. So yeah, enough of my morning ramblings and yapping. I just wanted to share with you some of the thoughts that I enjoy and go through as I have my morning coffees and enjoy staring at my plants when times are a little slow. Probably get out just after noon to go run once it warms up a little bit. It's like 35 degrees right now. Otherwise, I do have a little work I want to get done this morning. A little prep work for something I've got coming up next Tuesday. And then some planning for Chicago, the trip, to kind of fill in some of the extra time before, during, or before and after the concert that we go see. We're going to see Gregory Alan Isaacov. So it should be a good time. Very chill concert. Looking forward to it. Alright, I hope your week's going well. And hope you have a good day today. I'll catch you later when I start to head out for my run. See you. Boom, 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 boom. I am breaking in the new Neo Zens. The exact same colorway. Lincoln Running Company has had a 2-week store-wide sale. And on top of that, I think like every 5 pairs of shoes you get there, they give you like a 40% discount on the 5th pair. I think it's 5 or maybe it's every 3. I can't quite remember. But they treat me well there. And so Kaz and I, when Kaz was visiting a few days ago after we did the trail run, stopped by on our way back home at the store, and I grabbed these new Neo Zens. Same size, US Men 9s, and yeah, it's amazing what a new pair of shoes feel like after you've put 3+ hundred miles into a pair. The old pair, ew, just grimy, gross, depleted. I can definitely feel the difference. The foam is broken down in those quite a bit. They do feel kind of like a less stiff ride right now. This will be my second run in this new pair over the last few days, and they're definitely stiff, but they are springy. They'll loosen up. They usually loosen up within the first 50 miles. So today I'll be putting in the second 10 miles on them, so they'll have about 20 miles after this run. Let's go get it. Grab my key. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. It's like 52 degrees right now, 2-mile-per-hour wind, birds are out, sun is out. It just feels like a good day. Again, took work off today like I just told you, and it is just afternoon. It's about 12:10, 12:11:22 right now, and we're gonna hit it. See what the day has in store, see what the run has in store, get our watch GPS going, and yeah. Got the childhood tunes playing. Some classic, not classic rock, but like pop punk, rock, Paramore, that type of stuff. So yes, GPS is ready to go. We're ready to go. Let's get it. Oh, man, my hip still hurts from kickball. It's crazy. You'd think by now it would feel better. It's Wednesday. We went really hard though. Ah, doggo. Hello, doggos. Yo. Almost a half mile in. I don't think we're gonna do the run we've been doing lately. I'm gonna just change it up. Go around the Haymarket Park, and then whip back around and go over the Lincoln Bridge over there past the stadium, and run south a little bit. Maybe go by an old house that I lived in a couple years ago for a brief time. I was overpaying on rent there, so I didn't want to stay. It was after my move back from Kansas City. I spent a year living in Kansas City because I had applied for and gotten my one of my quote-unquote dream jobs in an architecture firm called Populous, and they do a lot of the Major League American sports stadiums around the U.S., football, baseball, all the sports, and they work on most of the Olympic stadiums around the world, a whole bunch of other projects, but the work-life balance was not there. It would have just been an unsustainable way of life for me, and I eventually wanted to meet someone and probably have a family. So after about 10 months there, I decided to move back to Lincoln, and the rest is history. It was a great experience. I learned what I was made of. Plenty of late nights working on some pretty incredible projects. But ultimately, I had to kind of face and confront my then sort of addiction to work, in that my sense of self-worth leading up to that point, the last 8 years, and getting to that job, my sense of self-worth was so tied up in career progress, career everything. And so my happiness always hinged on how the workday went. And you have so little control over how workdays go sometimes. All you have control over is your own attitude and the decisions you make each day, and what you place your faith in, your aspirations in, and how you sort of set yourself up in alignment when facing the future you want to build. So ultimately moved back to Lincoln, moved into that house for 6 months, and then moved into another apartment for another 6 months. And by that point, my old landlord at the apartment I now live in, the condo, told me, hey, your old unit's open again if you want to move back in. So I did. So in total, I've spent, I think, 5 years of the last 12 years in Lincoln at this apartment. It's a beautiful place. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna keep wrapping around Haymarket Park. I'll catch you again when I'm downtown. Slight change of plans. I'm just gonna run along Salt Creek here for a couple miles until I get to A Street. And I'm gonna take A Street back east and then come back north after that. It's a fairly enjoyable run that I haven't done in a long time. 2 trains right on the overhead as we go into the underpass today. One of them just finished going across. You know how it is. Every day is a good day to see the train. You bet. Well, I got lost in my thoughts, and I far overshot the Salt Creek path exit to A Street here. So, we're just gonna continue on the regular banana route that goes all the way to connect into the Jamaica Trail to head back north to downtown. It's a regular 9 to 10 mile route that I've even done with you guys on camera before, but just been lost in thought about career and life lately on this run, so we're just gonna stick this one out. See you in a bit. We're approaching the 5 mile mark here, so quick body report. Right hip still a little stiff and sore, lower back is stiff and sore, the left upper quad hurts. So we've really got to start doing a little more hip mobility exercises and continue the stretching as I have been, and just be patient. Same sort of stuff will start to crop up once I start doing speed workouts in a couple months, because really that's kind of what kickball has been. High speed, high intensity, quick bursts, sprinting to first, sprinting base to base, diving and sliding on the gym floor, kicking very hard, which my hips and legs are not used to these days. They were back when I was younger and I played high school soccer and all that, but and wrestling, but yeah, working a desk job, 30 years old. The American desk job lifestyle is not made for being a weekend warrior. It's so hard on your body if your body's not used to it. I mean, if I'm in pain from a kickball doubleheader like that, 2 hours of intensity, and I'm running 10 miles a day, so keeping an athletic body, maintaining as much as I can by stretching, it's no wonder true weekend warriors who do nothing but sit at a desk all day every day and go to bed with little to no exercise, it's just a miracle if they don't get seriously injured or need a surgery on their knee or hip or something. It only gets more difficult as you get older, and I totally get it now, especially with how fast my body changed during the long pause of 6 to 8 months of not running at all. Gained a lot of weight, lost a ton of flexibility. Man, still clawing my way back from that. So just a little bit at a time. Consistency is key. And I just know if I want to do something like run 10 miles a day again for a year, it's got to be this year. It's got to be before I have a kid, before I get married, because the ultimate commitment is going to be that. Family, marriage, Allison, kids. Running cannot come above those things. But exploration of running now is kind of a daily practice of ritual and commitment to something.
So I'm treating this as a really big growth exercise. Anyway, just hit 5 miles. I'll catch you in a few more. Here is the 8th Street Bridge that I mentioned earlier. 8th Street, I was supposed to turn east and head over this bridge, but I'm glad I didn't, because had I done that earlier, I would have only been at 3.5 miles at this point. Now I am at 7.3, almost 7.5 miles, headed directly home. So thank goodness I didn't take that earlier. It was a very nice, quiet, contemplative time, running Salt Creek and running this straight stretch back to downtown. There's a little doggo. Hello, doggo. Husky. Big doggo. Anyway. Alright. I don't know much else. I think I'm just going to take this time at 7.5 miles to post my Strava recap here and wish you a good day, because we're well on our way to Friday. It's hump day. It's my Friday, but I hope you have a good rest of the week. We've had a good morning, afternoon, evening, day, night, wherever you are. And I'll catch you tomorrow for day 72, is it? Because today's 71, I think. I always forget at the end. Anyway. Oh. Deuces. Have yourself a good day. Ten miles. Home sweet home. Tenner.